Growing up, there was like 3 companies of games I always looked out for. Number 3 was Bandai Namco because I was on the Naruto Dragon Ball Z high. Number 2 was Sega because of Sonic the Hedgehog. And number 1 is strictly Square Enix because that was when I fell in love with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. But primarily the company I am very excited for this year has to go to Square Enix and all their upcoming games. I was blessed last year in 2020 to play so many different Square Enix games, some to try out, some I still haven't even finished, but I know there's a lot of Square Enix games I still haven't made or done content on, so keep that in mind. It's about to get crazy out here. But today we're talking about what to expect from Square Enix in 2023. Square Enix in 2023 is about to go insane again. I think last year Square Enix had over 30 plus games drop in 2022, and I don't think Square Enix is stopping anywhere at all. Starting off 2023 though, we do have Forspoken. Forspoken, I think, is a very fun game. The demo is great. I will say, I think the huge problem with Forspoken's release dates is that Hogwarts Legacy is February 10th, 2023, which is pretty much 2 weeks later than Forspoken. Now, I feel like Square Enix needs to wrap up promo for Forspoken. It's been all throughout of 2022, but I feel like they need to drive it a little bit more in the next coming days, and especially the next upcoming weeks. If I wasn't a Square Enix fan, or if I wasn't paying attention to like anything that Forspoken is about, or if I didn't think about Luminous Productions and why I'm a big fan of them after Final Fantasy 15, I would not pick Forspoken over Harry Potter. Let's be real, I like Harry Potter than this new IP. And if there's any other Magic game that probably a lot of other people are going to pick, would be Hogwarts Legacy. Now, Octopath Traveler 2 is supposed to drop on February 24th, 2023. Now, personally, I wasn't a big fan of Octopath Traveler when it came out. Maybe I was going through some life stuff that made me not really want to play an RPG like that or something like that at the time, but I just didn't vibe with it when it dropped. So I'm probably going to give Octopath 1 another try this year. However, I won't discredit it. It is one of the more powerful, beautiful games ever released on Nintendo Switch at the time, and it's on PC as well. Also, let's talk about the Nier anime. The Nier anime is dropping January 7th, 2023. Because I got a theory. Something going on with this. It ain't making sense. It's just not making sense for me. Square Enix usually has this trend of when they drop an anime equivalent to something of their major IPs, a game or something comes out. Either mainline, mobile, or something. Okay? They did this with The World Ends With You, Final Fantasy 15, even though that was planned to have a anime promotional work with it, it still got a game that came with it. So what if Nier Automata 2 could be happening? I don't get how that would make sense because of, you know, how Nier Automata goes. They might just do something with it in the future with Nier. Something Nier is happening within the next year or two. Okay? Just trust me, I feel like that's happening. And then we got the big guns of 2023 from Square Enix. I don't think they're both coming out this year, but we got to talk about Final Fantasy XVI, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, or aka Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Why this is crazy is that in June 22nd of this year, we will have Final Fantasy XVI. I'll make y'all a deal. If 16 that fire, if it's that gas, I try Final Fantasy 14. I give it a full try. I give it the same amount of hours I put into Final Fantasy 16 and to 14. Remember this video. You'll get a stream. You'll get some streams. I promise it. If I could do it, I make it happen. I also strongly do not believe Final Fantasy Rebirth is coming out this year. I just don't see it. That's crazy to me. That's insane. That's too insane to me for them to drop both those games in the same year. If anything, I see Final Fantasy Rebirth getting delayed before coming out in 2023. Also, if you haven't been paying attention, we're supposed to get another Final Fantasy VII big reveal happening in 2023 that's unrelated to Rebirth or Remake period. So who knows? We also got Ever Crisis, which got delayed to summer for, I believe, the beta testing. So 7 gonna be up and down 2023. So if you a Final Fantasy VII enthusiast, bruh, this y'all, yeah. But again, I know Yoshinori Kitase has said when the time is right, stuff will be happening for Rebirth. But if anything, I can see freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in like early 2024, earliest March or April. If it does get delayed, if it does happen, I'll be shook. I'll be like, yo, Square? Y'all for real? Be like Square deadass? But now I gotta talk about the big thing I'm super excited for. Dragon Quest is about to go crazy in 2023 and 2024. We know Dragon Quest Infinity Strash is coming out supposedly this year. I know it's slated for sometime in 2023, but there's no 100% confirmed release date for it as well. And then the game I'm super excited for with this whole sprites. I think my friend said it the best. He said that the Octopath team is like the Arc System Works of sprite video games now. And Dragon Quest HD 2D Remake is looking outstanding. I look at that trailer at least once a month. I know we still haven't got news on it, but I still look at that trailer like it's reminding me to brush my teeth in the morning. And then I don't believe Dragon Quest 12 will drop in 2023. I don't think that is happening at all, nor is their intention. Dragon Quest 12 is still in development, but I think it's time for us to see something with Dragon Quest 12. All we got is a title card and a nice little trailer teaser for it. That's it. I want to see some gameplay. I know this is going to be interesting because it's going to be action based. I know a lot of people are scared because I know some friends of mine that do not like Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. A lot of people don't like it. More people like the second one, but the first one completely turned them off from even playing Dragon Quest Heroes 2. So in that case, I do think Square Enix will have to show off some heavy gameplay for this at some point, or at least early build of it. But it's best to show off when it's more completed, so people won't be like, "Oh, this look ugly." Because first impressions to me with video games is everything. What you show off at first is what people gonna think about for the most of the time. That's pretty much how I feel about it. So yeah, this is what to expect for Square Enix in 2023. I'm very excited for 2023 with Square Enix and its games. And I think it's going to be pretty dope to see what they do in the future with everything Square Enix related. If you want to subscribe to this channel for more fighting games and JRPG related news, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, as you're going to be subscribing, and hopefully y'all going to have me subscribe to Final Fantasy XIV in 2023 if that game that fire. I'll give y'all some, I'm putting faith in Final Fantasy XVI that it might be at least top 5 best Final Fantasy Square games I ever play. That's how much faith I got into that game. Michael Jordan team and an all-star team together for a video game. Y'all don't understand. Y'all I ain't gonna go that way. We'll do that for another day. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV_. Remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squala, peace, and I'm out.
I've been the devil, I need me an arc in the water. My breathing, I feel like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a soundbox, I won't let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch, I'm a dip, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I spitting, I feel like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.